All right. Welcome, everybody, to the second episode of the Heavenly Podcast. I am here with Wes, my good buddy from when he worked at the same job I worked at.
Worked for the same employer.
Yeah, we worked for the same employer. I still work for that same employer. So, there's not.
A better spot.
That is true. I did. We might have other people pop in as other hosts later in the episode. We might not. Depends on how it goes. So with that being said, actually let me get my other tablet up real quick before we go too far. I know that's... Where's my charger at for the tablet so it doesn't die? Wes, if you want to, you can get in the chat too and see who's all saying hi. What's up?
Yeah, definitely.
I know. Jeez. Did you know, you didn't hear me when I said that I'm still getting things kind of set up? God. Got my little Surface Pro here. Alright, click that and let that load up. Huh. Okay. Jeez. Everything's just wanting to load up on the tablet now. Just trying to close out some tabs I don't need. And there we go. Alright guys, we are about to transition over to the Discord podcast scene. And let's get into it. So, guys, you will see me probably look over to this side on the webcam. That's because I'm also looking at the chat on the tablet. And yet my tablet needs a restart. That's always fun.
Of course, man. That's how it always happens, man.
Well, yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I'm good to go. And then, like, when you actually need to go, it's like, nope.
Alright, guys. Alright. So, first topic. Crap. I guess I can also use it for the topics board, too. Let's see. First topic that we had was video games, old and new, and coming up. So,
Oh, yeah.
let me try to see if I can get the music down a little bit more. Alright, so what game have you been playing recently, Wes?
Recently, probably the most recent game I was on would be, probably Dead by Daylight.
Oh.
I've gotten into that a lot. Yeah.
Um,
One of those games where, like, you know, you might want to play for an hour.
or like... yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're playing as, like, the survivors or, you know, killers.
Right.
It's gonna piss you off more with it.
But what?
Oh, like I was saying though, I mean, I've playing that a little bit.
Yeah.
Playing a little Fallout 76.
Ooh. I haven't played Fallout 76 in a long time. I can't hear him. Oh, wait, Wes, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Go
gonna have
ahead.
to say everything that you just said over again because my desktop audio for the Discord was muted. So,
Yeah.
So
It's all good. It's all good.
yeah. So you said Fallout 76.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Fallout 76. Yeah,
And Dead by
definitely.
Daylight.
And
Okay.
and Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
And those are just two of the ones that I've primarily been playing. You know, I've kind of been slacking off, I guess you would say. So, I mean, you know, I'm not as like gaming as I should be, but I'm hoping to kind of get back into
venture
it.
back into it.
Yeah,
so
you know, just life getting in the way.
Yeah, so lately when I get on my free time, I've been playing recently Grand Theft Auto Roleplay, so 5M. Having really fun with that, because I think it kind of gives you the aspect of, hey, I'm not going to get blown up if I take this turn, or, hey, I'm not going to get hit with a martyr all the time, like...
Yeah, I find that fascinating as well, because it's like you just said. Not only do you not have to worry about people just playing the game how they want to play it, but you're in a server with like-minded people who
want to do the
have
same
different
thing as you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that also like stretches it out, you know, because you would. Like with regular Grand Theft Auto, I mean not regular, but like the story, you have the story mission, and then you do have that other kind of multiplayer. But it's fascinating though too as well. You can have this,
and the fascinating part about 5M is it can be you can go log on to a server. It could be like an economy server. It could be a regular 5M server where you don't have the money part or anything. Like. You get all those aspects of, plus you get different hairstyles. So at the same time, it kind of modifies the game to where you can still do what you want, but yet it's still, like it's really fun.
Yeah.
The other game I've been playing was Madden 22, which you saw me stream when we were talking about the topics for the podcast.
That was pretty fun.
I've also played Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, which it recently released. The games I'm excited for is Far Cry 6. That's the main one, and the new Call of Duty.
Now, are you going to get those on PC, or are you going to
definitely
go to console? So you got to just keep it at PC.
Yep.
I got you. Nothing wrong with that.
And then soon enough, every other Sunday that I'm not doing the podcast, I'm going to try to hook up my Switch and stream Breath of the Wild from Zelda Breath of the Wild for a stream. I think that one also would be pretty fun.
Yeah, I think you should do that. I agree, yeah. That would be awesome.
I have played The Sims 4. It hasn't been a recent game. So... Like, I haven't played Sims 4 since probably a year. I think I wanted to go and create I created a house, actually. It was back, like, late last year. I created a house on The Sims. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
What else was there that... Like, I haven't seen any other new games come out recently, so...
Oh, I mean, well, I could go ahead and pop in on that one.
Yeah.
As well, though. For me, what I've seen that I've been interested in, I'm sure other people might be interested in as well. You got the new Halo game coming out.
That is true.
They recently released I think a beta for the multiplayer, if I'm not mistaken. So that looks pretty wild, and what all I've read about it too, it just. I'm anxious for it, even though I believe they're going to delay like certain parts of it from the initial release, which is kind of a bummer. But hey, as long as it's not buggy like Fallout 76, for instance,
right?
As long as we don't have
Fallout
those,
76, I actually got it when it came out, and it was so bad that you couldn't even make it to the first actual town without dying at least once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, I ended up playing it.
Like you get, you get one tapped by a sniper or by like an assault rifle enemy, and you're just like, how?
You're like, how? Like it just
like I
what's
wish
going
that they
on?
would make a Fallout 5 and make it another story mode / co-op. Not make a full multiplayer game like they did, because now they just caused it to be an MMO. And it's just like what they did.
I could see that.
It's just like what they did with Elder Scrolls. They kind of killed the series for Elder Scrolls because they did an MMO of it. And you're just
That's true, but I mean,
I do miss
they're supposed to be coming
76
out with
quite a
a
bit. Yeah.
yeah, but hopefully like they are will come out with a Fallout 5 and a
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6. It's just I think for them though, what Starfield is gonna be their next big
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I mean, Microsoft owns Bethesda now, so let's see what
Oh
happens.
yeah, Microsoft's just taking everybody out. It's like, hey, here's some money. Come here.
I mean, Rare got bought out by Microsoft. The only one that I've seen that has not been bought out by Microsoft is Activision. Activision
Yeah.
helps with most of their games, but with Bethesda being under their belt and Mojang, there's going to be a lot of fun things that's coming, especially for Minecraft.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because I've played.
Oh really?
Yeah. But they're changing Minecraft to be in a really it's not a bad Minecraft. Like what they're doing to it, like they're letting Mojang still develop, but they don't have the Microsoft Studio team working on the Xbox version anymore. It's all Mojang, but Microsoft is like, hey, you're creating for both now. So Microsoft Studio, the Mojang Studios, is no longer a thing, which is really sad to see.
That is sad, yeah.
So, but they kind of made it to where the Java, Bedrock, and mobile are all under the same platform now, kind of.
Yeah, like under the same
is,
kind of. Yeah, I got you.
It's kind of scary to see how Minecraft's going to turn. In the point of, I like having the freedom of being able to play on Java and actually go and load up a server and not have to worry about, do I need to be friends with that creator of the server before joining their world, That's what I kind of it's kind of makes me worried about that part of it. But their new update that they're supposed to be bringing out is I think caves, cliffs, they're doing more to the overworld now. So the overworld's been lacking a lot since they'd added in the granite, diorite, and andesite. It's been lacking of new stuff since then. This past update, they added, I think, some crystals, the amethyst. And so amethyst crystals, a block with the crystals, dark slate, can't remember what else. They've added in some stuff, but they just expanded it in 1.18. Which I'm like, if they're going that route, they're just basically completely killing mods as they come out. Because there's mods that actually change the world, environment, and everything, and then with this, it's going to slowly kill every mod. They added copper into the game. They changed some of the way that the ores drop now. I'm like, okay, I can see this.
Yeah, I got you. But still, the whole, you just were saying, killing mods, that's never good for Minecraft or any game, especially nowadays, because of the community behind these games. It's like, as a video game creator, you need to welcome that stuff. You need to embrace it.
Well,
don't be like,
the embracement of it. It shouldn't be like, let's go and do these since modders, since people like it a lot. It should be like, hey, would you all want to work with us, There's one mod
I agree.
that I'm hoping,
Exactly.
There's a few mods that I'm hoping that never gets dead and never gets killed. And that's the way that the storage system works. There's some that you have logistic pipes that actually work really well. You have you have a whole computer storage system, a whole database that actually keeps items in certain order, and it's really nice, really simple. You won't have to have a bunch of chests in your world.
It's a very well
well made,
needed quality of life thing. Yeah,
because
I got you.
Minecraft, you do get really good quality of life in Minecraft. It's just the storage system. The storage is just not there.
Yeah, it's like the one Achilles tendon being the storage system. I got you.
So next topic is computer peripherals and computer setup and peripherals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, basically meaning like,
yeah.
what kind of PC you have? What kind of,
Yeah, what kind of headset, microphone?
Yeah, headset, cameras.
Which you see,
You
see my microphone above the camera just slightly.
Yeah.
So that's my microphone. That's the Blue Yeti, which we've talked about this off stream. We have talked about this.
Yeah, we have. And I've told y'all. I have a Snowball because when I had a couple different podcast projects before in the past, that's what we used out of affordability and
right.
doing things
and then
like
eventually
that.
I want to create my own podcast studio, so we can do this all in like a studio base, and then people that want to still
I agree.
talk,
have like some nice camera setups with we can get different angles and some studio mics. And I got you. Yeah. That'd be awesome, and have it like sounded well.
Yeah. But eventually that's how I want to do it. But for now, I think this is probably going to be the best way.
Oh yeah, and I mean, for me, honestly, I know other people probably might disagree or say, "Oh, well, you need to have."
She prefers the look of the Snowball. She says, "I mainly like the look of the Snowball," is what she said.
Well, I mean, once again, everybody, has their preferences, whether it be likes or,
and eventually I want to change my boom arm to where it's not clamps to my desk. That's actually a boom arm that actually either a professional, like, radio host uses or something, Because this one has that spring arm.
Mine does as well. I mean, it's...
I think we actually have the same,
We
have the same boom arm.
We probably do. It was
like a cheap $20 boom arm, so.
Yep, definitely. Yep, that's exactly it has to be done. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, hell.
He knows I'm all about the look of. Is what Jess said in my chat.
Funny.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like I was saying though, some people might see it as, well, you need to have this kind of camera. Yeah. Or you need to have that kind of camera. Or you need to have this mic or that mic. And honestly, really...
I don't care what kind of headset, like I don't really care what kind of stuff I use for a podcast. Like, I'm fine with it. Like...
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm not going to go and sit here and blow, like, $400 to $500 on a studio for a podcast,
Oh, yeah. And that's keeping it, like, almost... budget friendly as well, like trying to do that kind of thing, because you gotta think about all the equipment, it's just it adds up so well.
Because the thing is, we're gonna have I'm going to try to have a main computer and then have a not a KVM switch, but one of those small little computers that you can just hook up a keyboard, mouse, and monitor up to. So you can actually have something. I want one of those. So it just basically mirrors, takes a second desktop of the main computer. And so I think that would be way better to use than trying to have two desktops in the studio, It kind of cuts down on the heat, too.
Oh, yeah, especially. You got all these machines running, it's just blowing heat, Might be nice in the winter, but in the summer it's not going to work.
Oh, yeah, it would be really nice in the winter. But, I mean, you really want... Right, but you really want a really cold environment for a computer to live in.
Oh, yeah, because of all that heat it's running off of.
I mean, really,
I got you.
What I could do, which I might do if I ever do the podcast studio, is set up one desktop and then have two of those boxes... and then having two monitors run into the computer and a mouse and keyboard. So we can still control the main computer and then also have the main podcast area.
Exactly.
I think that might work way well.
Yeah, it should. I mean, definitely a good thing to look into, you know, and maybe eventually, like you said, get to.
Right.
But like what we were saying, though, to me, starting out with, a bunch of nice equipment, it's not always going to translate into what people want it to translate into. The biggest thing is what? Content. Your content, your personality. Mm-hmm. I mean, the same, I guess, could be said for streaming, because, there's a few streamers I do watch, and I don't watch it
Yeah.
because they're playing the most popular game or they're playing, even a game I like. It's sometimes has to do with a lot with their personality.
I mean, that's what I try to do. I try to have a good personality, even if I'm like not like in the mood to talk that day. I still try to keep a personality to where people come back.
Yeah, you still got to bring it.
Yeah.
Exactly, you got to bring it.
And then if I don't actually feel like, oh, I'm not gonna do good on that stream, I'm just gonna cancel stream. I'll just cancel it because I'm like, I won't have the motivation to do it. And if I don't feel 100% motivated, I'm not gonna get good content out. You know?
Yeah. No, you're not. I mean, there's no point. You're wasting your time, basically.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that, either.
Right. So what kind of keyboard and mouse do you have?
Do I have?
Yeah.
I just basically have just a cheap run-of-the-mill. I mean, my keyboard's connected to my laptop, and I have an external mouse.
Yeah.
But,
so,
like we had talked about off camera,
right.
it's not been that, long that I've had good quality internet to justify getting
to get a desktop or anything. Yeah.
Get something I want, nice,
right.
that I could take my time with and build up over time.
Right.
And that's what. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like because of me being a actual streamer and been wanting to stream a lot more, I have a Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard with the mechanical sound.
Nice.
So it actually does the mechanical sound, but it's not like outrageously loud to where it's annoying.
Yeah, I know what you mean exactly. Yeah.
And then I have the Firefly Razer mousepad with the Razer Mamba or Naga, the one where it has the detachable sides, like this.
Okay, I got you. That's nice.
And then I also have a Death Adder Essential, which is up above that I don't have connected at the moment because I don't have enough room.
Okay.
So
right, it's always the space.
Yeah, and then I only have 2 monitors hooked up. I did want 3. It was just not possible to do 3 monitors in the desk I have.
I got you.
The desktop I have is a custom built. It's in the Fantex case. Fantex Evo Deluxe, I think. Or no, Fantex Evo Lux, and then it's the white version of it. It has actual LEDs, which they're not on, but that's the computer.
Okay, I see. That's nice. I like that color.
And then it has I have custom fan, I've got Corsair fans. Memory lights up. I have a all-in-one air cooler. It's running AMD, both graphics and CPU.
Nice.
It has an Asus motherboard. I think it's the ROX one, the one that's built for gamers.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
3 hard drives plus a external hard drive, which is a 4 terabyte. And then the heads.
You gotta have that memory.
Especially when you're a content creator and you need the raw footage. So
yeah. You definitely gotta have that.
What's up, Preston? And then my headset I'm using is the Astro A50 3rd gen with the wireless base station.
I got you.
And then I also have an Elgato capture card and Elgato Stream Deck.
Eventually, nice. See, that's something I'll eventually. Go ahead.
Eventually, I'm going to get the key lights to where it's actually going to be brighter on my face, and then the Razer Kaio for the webcam, which has a built-in web ring light.
Yeah,
which works. Not gonna lie.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It makes it more compact, right?
Right.
But no, what I was gonna say is I've thought about maybe down the road streaming, but I don't know if I would do computer games like playing Steam and stuff like that, but more or less doing probably old school, maybe vintage retro stuff. But I've been looking into the Elgatos as well.
I love the capture card because the capture card actually goes into the monitor. runs into your console. Because I also have a Switch in the Xbox. Not the Series S, but I have the Xbox One S.
I got you. Same here.
The Switch. So what I have is right now the capture card's going into the Xbox. So like if I wanted to play Xbox, I could. But it needs an update, and I really don't feel like updating it right now.
Right, just like one thing you just have to do is like
exactly.
I'll do it later.
And if my desktop does go down, I do have the backup of my on my backup drive. I do have a backup computer that I can hook it up to. Like I can hook some stuff up to it. So it's like I'm not completely out of streaming. Like I can still stream.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have to use my tablet for streaming if I don't have to. You know?
Exactly. I mean, especially with what you got beside you. I mean, that's what it's what it's for. Not just for, but that's a big reason. It's like I have this nice setup. That's why I want to, do it that way.
Right. And if you didn't notice, I did spruce up my my desktop a little bit with.
Yeah, I did notice that on the right there. Yeah, I like that, man.
And then on the front is also stickers too. You can't really see them, but there is, I think, an Eevee on the front. The artist that actually made all the stickers, her name is on the front of my desktop because the first stickers that I've ever won had that.
Yeah, I got you.
So, yeah. All right, so.
All right, yeah, like next topic.
Yeah. Movies and TV shows.
TV shows, yeah. Is there anything like coming out that you're looking forward to, or
not really
get a chance to watch much? Don't really get a chance to.
Well, I mean, I do, but I don't because by the time I turn on my say on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, or Sundays, by the time I can actually sit down and actually watch TV because my TV's above me, I just don't.
Okay. I feel you.
But the one TV show I kind of miss watching, and I kind of wish that they would have made more series of because I caught the middle of I think season 10 is Bones.
Bones, I got you.
Yeah,
they used to come on Fox, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like every Thursday night. It was on Fox. Don't get me started on TV shows and movies, Lil. Jess, if you want to actually come in here, you can, and you can be a part of the podcast if you really want to.
Yeah, you want to join in.
Exactly. You don't. I'm not going to force people to be on webcam if they don't want to. But the one movie that I actually loved, I'm good, Lol, is what you said. But the one TV show, the one movie that I watched, and I hope that they still continue the saga, is the Fast and Furious.
I got you.
I just like texting.
How many have they put out, though?
9.
9? I was wondering. I was about to say.
Technically 10, because you have the first, second, and then Tokyo Drift. And then you have Too Fast. I think it was Too Fast, Too Furious was the second one. And then you had the fourth one, which came after Tokyo. I
got you, yeah.
They messed up the storyline when they did Tokyo in the middle. But I think it's 10. I could be wrong. It could be 9. Because they have it Fast 9. So I would say 9.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was a good movie. If you have not actually seen Fast 9 or any of the Fast series, watch all the saga. Because it's amazing.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember which I've gotten up to. I'm trying to remember.
All the movies actually go with each other. Yeah. So they all build a storyline from first to the end. So
yeah, they all kind of fit in.
Exactly. Even though that you don't get to see the full storyline on Fast 9, you still can catch up with it on if you don't watch 8, you still get a little bit of it. Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, they kind of give you enough to.
Which Actually,
not really catch you up, but I guess engage you.
yeah.
Would be the best one.
Which, the thing is, Tokyo Drift was one of the ones that was action-packed. Because you get to see Han's car explode.
Yeah.
You get to see, like, Sean be all tore up and everything. So
It was always weird to me,
Jess
though,
just
like,
said that y'all have watched the first over after Paul Walker died, and then y'all stopped.
Okay, there you go. I was gonna say she would probably know. I watch so many movies and not a lot of TV shows as much, but definitely
Right.
a lot of movies. Like I'm a huge movie buff. I mean, I'm hoping eventually, maybe in a year or two, I can actually shoot my first movie.
Oh wow!
You know, like write, direct, all that stuff.
I wouldn't,
produce.
like,
I mean, ain't gonna
yeah.
be no big Hollywood blockbuster, but
Right.
definitely small
I
indie
mean-
film.
I mean, eventually, what I want to do, like, I do want to stay at Walmart for a while, maybe to get my my full discount card, the lifetime
Yeah.
one.
I gotcha.
I could still go to part time and still get the lifetime discount, but
Yeah.
But I've been planning on doing maybe starting my own tech job on the side. So people if somebody needs help with something, or if they need something done with their software or something, if their computer's running slow or something, I could work on it.
Yeah, almost like IT work almost,
Yes.
kind of.
I want to do a side job for that, and maybe still get my full 40 hours and still do that on my days off, or on my day off.
I got you.
I just want busy work to keep income coming.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. Just have something you
Yeah.
were saying on the side to, and it's something you enjoy too. So why
Right.
not?
But that's one of the things that I really want to do. But yeah, it's a future plan that it's either that or a full-time streamer. Because this is technically a
got
job
you.
for me because I still get paid for it.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. And the more you grow, the more you get paid. Obviously.
Right.
So, I mean, I definitely agree with you. Like anybody that does this full time, I mean, it is their job. I mean, they have
I love
to.
it though. If I once I can get the viewer base that I can, and can keep it
Yeah.
constantly, I would love it. But I mean, I might have to take my streaming schedule down for a while until I can figure out a better routine, because most of the weekdays I don't have the motivation to stream. I do,
Exactly.
but I don't. It's like the
It's like
motivation.
you want to, but when it comes, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like the motivation just left.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not there enough to where it kicks me in the butt and say, "Hey, you should stream."
Yeah, you're not doing it, setting it out hey,
Exactly.
I'm gonna stream this game for this many hours.
Wednesday and Thursday, I wanted to stream, but I think I streamed Wednesday night, which was Phasmophobia. I think that was the last thing I did.
Yeah.
Thursday, I just didn't. I just couldn't be motivated. If I had the motivation from somebody being "Hey, would you want to stream something?" or "Hey, you want to play something?" and maybe give me the motivation of, "Hey, maybe I should stream it."
No, I agree, and that's also a good avenue too, as well, is to find other people and be "Hey, do you want to stream with this? Do you want to play this and we'll stream?"
And plus,
and
playing games that are saturated right now, having a high viewer count and having people big streamers playing that game, and all the people are going to them. That's what kind of kills my motivation too for that game.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I've played Cyberpunk.
I mean that can do it.
I've played Cyberpunk. I've actually gotten just beat I think it was the prologue, and then I just haven't got back on it.
I got
And
you.
just there's some games I've actually played. I think Beyond Two Souls I played, got to the part where you are sneaking into that military base with that child. I haven't beaten that mission yet on Beyond Two Souls. Detroit Become Human, I can't even play the game. Like, the game will not load past 45%. Like, the reshade just will not load. And I've been having this issue since I bought the game.
Yeah, that's strange. But definitely a downer as well, because it's like, I want to play the game, but...
I really want to play the game.
You know,
I really wanted to start a series with it. Like, I think
yeah, it's
the
like, I
series
can't even
would be
download it
nice.
to... Yeah.
I've uninstalled the game, reinstalled the game, uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and nothing's working.
Nothing. It's just same old.
Exactly.
Just, hey, I'm not gonna work.
Exactly.
I hate that, man.
I think once my 5M community comes back and like actually opens up, I might start streaming more and more. It depends on the motivation of it and everything.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
we Happy Few. It was a delightful game, or it was a delightfully beautiful game, is what Jester said.
Oh yeah, that's one of her favorites. She like doesn't really play a lot of different types of games, but that was like one of her like games she really got into.
Yeah, I mean,
so she's on me about finishing it, which I still haven't, but you know.
The reason why I wanted to play Detroit Become Human is because I saw the gameplay. I'm like, oh, this would be a fun game to stream or record. And then I got it. I was like, oh, I thought it was maybe my motherboard, CPU, and GPU was just old and it just couldn't run it.
Yeah, it was outdated, basically.
Yeah, I thought it was outdated.
Like your system.
I thought my system was outdated. So
yeah,
I've went and redone it, uninstalled the game, reinstalled it. It gets to 45. It doesn't close all my apps out like it used to, which is a plus, but it's an issue though. That I have to close almost all my programs just to get it to do the reshade. And I'm like, I've never seen anybody have this issue before. And I've looked into the issue, and it's just nobody can give me clarification on what's going on with it.
That is strange. It's like you have an isolated case almost.
Exactly.
Like why is it just me?
Yeah. So the next one is sports. The Titans have been actually doing really good this season. They beat Tampa Bay, the Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah, exactly. Which a lot of people are saying, you know,
34
could still go. Yeah.
Like,
it was preseason though too, so I mean you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
You gotta think though, our defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, have been working really well together.
And that's what you need. You need that kind of synergy.
But the sad part is now we're going to have no head coach for 14 days.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. He got the bug.
He got that bug, which sucks. But, you know, it is what it is.
Exactly, but...
Hopefully they don't cancel next preseason game because of that.
Exactly, I agree. I mean, I don't think they would, but...
I don't think they will either. I mean, but he's missing 2 games, which sucks.
Exactly. I wonder if that'll be something they'll implement in the new Madden. You would wonder. Maybe like they'll have it like where like your coaches or players could get sick.
I don't know. I think that will be very interesting.
I do know. I think don't they? If I'm not mistaken, they tried to update it like week by week with like different players. Like if the player's injured, you can go in and you'll see like
that's a real franchise season too. Like it's showing the actual players that are injured in real life. That's out for like the 42 weeks. Those are the 2 players that are actually like they're sitting out for the whole season because of that.
Yeah, I got you.
But they've done pretty good this so far. I'm hoping that they still just keep it up. I'm hoping that
exactly. I mean,
maybe we can keep having a really good year, and maybe we can get by with beating Kansas City in the playoffs and actually making it close to the Super Bowl, or if that to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean,
that's
if they
a lot
make it
of-
back, they have to win it. I mean, come on, they can't go back to the Super Bowl and not win it. I mean,
right?
what was it? The '99 season they went to
Right.
the Super Bowl and
With
that
Steve
one play.
McNair.
It's like, come on, yeah.
I mean, last year we could have beat the Ravens. Like, we should have beaten the Ravens. But with how last year went with the Ravens and then them stopping on our symbol right after,
Yeah.
I laughed when the guy got fined for that. I was like,
Exactly.
well,
It's like, oh,
shows
you think you're showboating, being hardcore, and look at you, you're basically got to
exactly.
lose money on your salary. Good job.
Exactly. But yeah, Tom Brady actually is looking really good. He was looking really good last year. So,
And he's so far no indications that he's going to look any different this year. I mean,
Nope.
the guy's another year older. It's like,
he doesn't even
what is he
doesn't
doing?
even- he doesn't even look like that, and they said in the game, like, because I'm pretty sure the game actually tracks real life stats too. Because
Yeah.
they were saying about Derrick Henry's 2K in the game, in the middle of the commentation of one of the games, and they said, let's see if he can break it again this year. Which I thought that was
exactly.
funny.
That
he
is funny. I
said-
mean, it also goes to show you how, like, finally video games, especially sports games, can translate into
But-
real life, and
but
real
what I
life
kinda
translate
wish-
into them.
What I kind of wish that they would have done with, like, I kind of wish that EA would take back PGA. That's the one game that I kind of wish that EA wouldn't have gave up on. Or even the baseball
really?
games. Because PC's not even getting the NBA game from Sony. PC's not getting that.
Oh,
Which
really?
is
I didn't know
really
that.
weird, because you would think that they would get it because of it being on console, on Xbox. You would think PC would automatically get
Exactly.
it, but no.
No, I agree.
It's only exclusive to console, and I'm like, this makes no sense.
Exactly, because wouldn't you want to expand your player base? I mean, you're taking a
Exactly.
game that's been owned by Sony all this time, and now you're saying, okay, we'll give it
I mean,
to
it's not on
Xbox,
the Switch, so
Microsoft, and I mean, but still, though, I mean,
Right.
it's like you're giving it to, like, Microsoft, which is basically a computer that's a console. And it's like, you're not even going to give it to the PC guys? I mean, like, not everybody who owns a PC has a PlayStation or an Xbox. You know, it's
yeah.
just, some people just have a PC. That's all they want to play. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have exclusivity
Right.
sometimes, but then sometimes it's like, especially like a sports game, it's like, come on. I can understand if this was like something like a Halo or a God of War situation. Maybe that would make sense, but
right.
with like, sports, come on.
What? Like, don't get me wrong, I love the sports games. It's just, I kind of wish EA would take most of the sports games back. Because it would make more sense to have EA with sports. Because EA has had
yeah.
sports games since, I think, GameCube. Because GameCube
Before that, I mean, EA was back on, I think, regular Nintendo. I mean, I know
yeah,
Super Nintendo for sure EA had,
yeah.
because you had Madden and stuff, and it was like EA Madden.
Yeah.
I
But-
agree, and my biggest thing too is, and I mean, some people might disagree, some people might agree. It's like, why have to put out a title every year? Like for Madden, why do you have to go from like 21 to 22 to 23 to 24 to 25 when you
Right.
could just take like a year off?
Which,
And,
I don't know
update
how
that
they're gonna
game,
do the 2K and the one for 25 this year, because they did it for, I think, 2014. They did. Then instead of putting like 2018, they put, like, instead of it being Madden NFL 18, they put Madden
I got
NFL
you.
25 because it was the 25th anniversary.
you.
So I'm wondering what they're going to do about that in the coming year. You know?
I agree. I mean, we'll just have to kind of wait and see. I guess
Exactly.
this is the biggest
because
thing.
2K does
What
not,
will
like,
EA do?
don't get me wrong, 2K, they know how to do some of their sports games, but
Yeah.
wrestling definitely shouldn't have got taken over by 2K.
Oh no! I mean,
EA had a better.
What was it?
EA had a better one than 2K.
I was about to say, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before it that was just like so god awful. People are like,
It was
Dude, the game y'all did 3 years ago was better than this.
It was awful
Yeah.
for the Switch. But
I bet it was
wasn't
like probably
awful-
unplayable, wasn't it?
It was super unplayable. Like
Oh,
when I
God, I
say
can
super
imagine.
unplayable, it was like like I've watched the video of it. Some people couldn't even make like a punch before it immediately knocked them down. And I'm like, alright, good to know. Don't buy it for the Switch. Nice. And then ever
Right,
since
exactly. Don't buy this.
ever since then, they have not made one for the Switch, except for the Battlegrounds one. Like the latest
Yeah,
one
but
that
that
they put
one's
out.
kind of more.
A cartoon.
Yeah, isn't that more like cartoony?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as realistic, but like they have been.
Right. I kind of miss EA having it because they had better songs. Like, Let's Start a like Riot from 3 Days Grace was in it. Like,
Yeah, I remember that.
I love that. That song was amazing back in the day. I think it was on EA on the Wrestling for 2008 on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was on. Because I actually
think
remember
so.
because you could actually choose the music that was on the like main screen for your intro music. And I would use Riot for my main like song. 'Cause
Exactly, I
I
got
love
you.
that song. That was a good song.
Yeah, and I mean, you could actually use it in your own intro. That
Exactly.
was nice. I mean, I will admit, EA has always been good with, their soundtracks on, various sports games. For some reason, they just do really good soundtracks.
I mean, they still have really good soundtracks to this day. I just turn them off because in case if I want to stream it or something.
Oh, yeah, you got to worry about the whole copyright issue.
Exactly. I mean, Twitch doesn't really... They're not really enforcing it to small streamers. Like, for instance, like me or like some of the affiliates. They're doing it for
Yeah.
more of the partner streamers, but I'm not going to get a chance, like, if I wanted to take this video and turn it and go to YouTube and upload it to the RSS feed for the
Yeah.
podcast, for instance, I have to worry about the DMCA because it's also going to be in the stream.
Exactly.
In order for
Exactly.
me to get around it, is I would have to upload it to YouTube, make sure like let it render, do the copyright claim, and then take all the music out of it. And I'm just like, I really don't want to do that. Because then I
No,
have to
that
turn
and it
around,
takes extra time, too.
and then I have to turn around and re-download it just to upload it to other platforms. So I'm like, I'm not doing that.
No, I agree. It's not worth it.
Right.
I mean, to have to sit there and be like, oh, I can do it this way on this one, but if I go to these other ones, I have to completely basically do it again.
Mhm.
It's like, no. You might as well just, keep it streamlined.
Right. And that's how I'm going to have to do it tonight is push it over to YouTube, download it, and download it from Twitch, switch it into I think a MKV 4 or MP3 before even posting it over to the RSS feed. So,
I
like,
got you.
I kind of have to, like, work more because I forgot to start recording when we started talking about the topics.
It's all good, man. It's all
So-
good. Hey, it happens,
Yeah.
You had an eventful day, man. You had
Yeah.
some car issues, and,
I
that's
mean,
never
at
a good
least
day.
I was able to get where I was going without it dying on me. So I'm fine with that.
Oh, exactly. At least you
it
got
was
somewhere where you
failing,
could get
but
it fixed.
It was failing, but it wasn't completely failed. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, it was failing
Yeah, I
because
got
my
you.
radio was turning off, some of the electricals were turning off on it, but it wasn't like immediate to where it was like, oh, I have to do it,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I might also do a short, like, if we can, maybe this Thursday, do like maybe another, like a bonus episode.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because I think that might actually help out with it too, push it out and be like, call it a bonus episode, and then
Yeah.
I think we also I need to look at a calendar real quick. Come on. My Surface doesn't want to use my touch.
Exactly. It's not wanting to use the touch part.
Hello? Tablet, I know you're still on.
Right? It's chilling on a Sunday.
Oh wait, maybe? No, it just locked up on me.
Wow, you gotta love it,
They're
man.
going to do an episode Thursday. Yes. Thank you, Jess. So I guess I need to click here because my Surface doesn't want to do anything. Like, it locked up the
Right,
screen.
your Surface is
Like, it
failing
legit
you.
locked up the screen.
Just took a dirt nap.
So the next main podcast will be on the 5th.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
So that will be the next date that we're going to be doing. I guess I need to go.
Yeah, that'll work.
Can I? Nope. Okay. And then, if any of the viewers or anything have anything, I wonder what happened to this.
It just completely just
It
tanked.
It just doesn't care.
It's like, I'm good.
Of course, technology would do this to me, wouldn't it?
It's like, I know you're in the middle of a podcast, but I'm just gonna not work. How about
Exactly.
that? When you need me the most, I'm not gonna be there.
But yeah, it shuts down perfectly fine. Makes no sense.
It's what it wanted. It wanted you to turn it off. It's like, I'm just gonna keep doing this till you actually power me off.
Exactly. But yeah,
Get what it wants.
If anybody that's watching right now have any questions for me or Wes, let us know. We're gonna be here for another, I'll say another few minutes, like 5-10 minutes. See if y'all have any questions for us. Like I said, this Thursday we're gonna do a little, like, a small
bonus,
a small little bonus podcast, which is still gonna probably be about another 30-minute podcast, because I'm not gonna just short
nothing
it.
wrong with that.
Actually, this was a whole hour podcast, so, but we had a lot to talk about too.
Yeah, we did. We had quite the different topics. So while
Exactly.
Thursday, I'm assuming we'll have something short and sweet.
Yeah, Thursday is just going to be like something maybe. Of course, I meant to be a text to get y'all more viewers. Well, yeah. I mean, if what I'm going to do is I'm going to start actually posting Twitter notifications on Twitter.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And say, hey guys, come watch the podcast. Like, we're doing it live. We're interacting with viewers. Like, I'm gonna get that out there. Let's see it. Okay.
Exactly, like, letting them, know ahead of time and be like, hey, unless noted, we're gonna have the podcast on this day, and then we might have, something small, between that.
Yeah, my bot actually does post on Twitter sometimes. I don't know if it did it today.
Don't know if it failed you or not.
It probably did. Let me actually go and check
Right.
my phone real quick. Twitter. Profile. Yeah, it failed me. That little
Of course.
script is not. That script is not working like it's supposed to anymore. So.
I got you.
Where is it?
Got
Live
to do
tweeter.
things the old-fashioned way.
Right.
Got to fire your bot. You're fired, bot.
Okay. Save. Send. I'm sending it manually, so maybe it will kick it into gear next time.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like
Hopefully.
it was a good podcast for this one.
Oh yeah, and these are just going to get easier and better,
Yeah.
for us, and I'm sure the people listening or watching.
See, I know
know.
that there's some scripts still running though, because one, my bot wouldn't be doing this like doing the whole like, this room is not in emote mode, like it's not doing its it's doing its normal scan like right when I go live. Guys, so you're going to be also just receiving another notification. If you're in my Discord, in 3 of the Discords that I'm actually hosting it in, there is in my main Discord, in the, like, if people are watching from my RP community, it's in there. There's like a few. Thank you for the follow, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for real. Thank you, guys.
But we're gonna be doing this on the 5th. We're gonna have a small little, like, maybe special one.
A little short thing. Maybe stick to like one topic or something. You know,
and then
just
like
keep,
we're gonna do this every month.
Concentrated.
I think this will be like a monthly thing where we're gonna pick a Thursday.
Yeah, definitely.
And just do a special podcast, just to give y'all a bonus on what's going on when we're doing the next podcast. Like if we're going on vacation. November.
Yeah, just kind of keep y'all updated.
Yeah, November. I might move it because I might move the way that the podcast is gonna probably fall, is it's probably gonna fall the Sunday after.
I got you.
But I plan on so after the 5th, the following ones. Jess, if you want to, I'm gonna make a text channel real quick. It's gonna be.
All right. Hey, give me 1 second. I gotta take care of something real quick.
Alrighty.
I'll be right back.
All right. So we're going to do next podcast September 5th. So, Jess, if you want to do this, I would be appreciated. You should have access to it. It'll probably help me with most of like organizing everything. And then we're gonna do. Oh. No.
All right, sorry about that. When my cat was getting into some stuff, I'm like, all right, making me pause for a second. You're gonna get it.
September 19th. So first, the next 2 podcasts is going to be in the dates for podcast.
Sweet.
Like I said, if Jess wants to do this too, she should have access to it. Might and could possibly make it look better too. So,
all right, make it look better than what we could do.
Exactly. So 19th, 3rd, 17th. So 19th of September, and then October. I'm just gonna leave it there for now.
Okay.
So 17th, 31st, 14th, and then the 28th will be the ones that will be coming up in November and October. I'm about the aesthetics. Yeah. I completely agree with you, Jess. So, like I said, it's going to be all the way up to every other Sunday from now to the 28th of November. So, what I might do, though, is in November, instead of doing it on the 28th, because, like, who wants to do one right after Thanksgiving, you know? So
right, we'll be all bloated and it'd be like,
exactly.
Welcome.
So what I plan to do is instead of doing it on the 28th, we're gonna do the one right before Thanksgiving, and then take a week off, So we won't do
I
the
gotcha.
podcast on the 28th. And then we'll...
Yeah.
Like, I think that'll be the best way to do it. And then, like... I mean, we could technically do one right after Christmas, but, I mean... Like, I want to still hang out with family, so I think... The week of
maybe.
Christmas... Because it will be the 26th is when the next podcast would be. So I say the 5th and the 12th, or 5th. So we were gonna move the one, since we're moving the 28th one, move it up to like move the 14th one up to the 28th, up to the 5th, and then move the one from the 26th up to the 19th. So I think that will probably work out.
Yeah.
Because then we can still keep them separated. We're just November is going to be the one that's going to be screwed up more.
Right, it's gonna have a little issue there. But,
yeah, but
you know, it's a holiday, so just bear with us. Yeah.
There's always workarounds, guys, and then I think after the New Year's, we're still going to keep this going, but. And I will also let y'all know ahead of time in my main Discord and the Angelical Discord. Let me put that in chat. So if you join the Discord, guys, that is an actual link to my main Discord. I will keep you posted on there, and that's mainly the main place I'm going to keep posted.
Exactly. Hey,
the
nothing wrong with
podcast
that.
one is for the podcast people that's in my Discord, so they know when we're doing the podcast. I'm gonna also keep them updated when I go on vacation, because I still want this to go. Like, even if I'm not here as a host, I still want the podcast to go on. You know. I plan on, even if I'm not here for that episode, it's either that or we just, like, because I know that I'm probably going to have a vacation coming up in October. I might, like, I'm hoping that I can plan it in between it to where I'm not missing a podcast, but if I do miss the podcast, it's only one, and I do apologize about that ahead of time. I might not do a stream of it, but I might record it and still have one up for y'all on that Monday, because these will go out. The RSS feed will go out the same day. Like, I will completely go and put it up, and it will be out on everywhere where you find podcasts, so Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, Apple Music, and then on YouTube it'll go out on Mondays. So this won't be seen until Monday, and then I also have another YouTube channel that this is also going to be put on. So my live stuff, the raw uncut live stuff, will be on Echo, on my main channels live. So I have that linked in my description of my YouTube. So guys, if y'all want to watch this, it's also going to be on my main YouTube channel, on the live YouTube channel, and everywhere you can find podcasts. It's just not going to be on actual, like, the video is not going to be there for the podcast. So like I said, I'm going to try to record stuff. So if I know I'm going to miss a podcast or two, I'll record it, put them up on the RSS feed, and then publish them right when they go out. Like, right when I get done, the next episode will be posted. So we're going, like I said, if one of us can't do the podcast, I might just pre-record them. We might not stream them that Sunday, but they'll still be live on that Sunday.
Exactly. That makes sense.
I think that will probably be good too, because then we don't have to do the webcam thing all the time. Like, for the YouTube video, yes, I know I will.
Yeah, of course.
But I kind of like doing it this way, because one, we can post it out on YouTube, put it out on all the public, like on the podcast networks. The only
Exactly.
one that
I mean,
haven't,
who knows? I mean,
right? Who knows? It might actually gain a lot of like publicity that I want, and then like,
exactly. Yeah.
like I said, I like sometimes I don't want to. I'm not motivated to stream on Sundays, but like honestly, I will record for a podcast any day. Like
Exactly.
if I feel like it, I think we need to like sit down on every other Sunday that we're not doing the podcast, and then record.
Yeah.
So in case if we don't have one, I can like not name the episode in the podcast and then just post it. But
Exactly.
guys, I'm rambling on. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good, man. You're good. It's just, I mean, everybody's just gonna,
Right.
we'll come to see how great this will be. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad now, but I'm just saying, this is
it's just the start.
beginning.
It's just the start.
Yeah. So
So
with anything, you're gonna have to work out kinks and
Exactly.
and stuff. So if anybody's expecting this to be like world class, hey, I hate to break it to you, it's not gonna
Right.
happen. But I can guarantee you this: as we go on, things probably will sound better, or we'll get things across better, or we'll have more engagement.
Right.
It's just you gotta take it one step at a time.
Yeah. Baby steps, exactly.
Exactly.
This
Yeah.
is, I mean, for the second episode, this is actually doing pretty well. First episode just went off because it was a perfect episode to go on. Like, I had another host that
Yeah.
he couldn't make it, so I brought somebody in to be a guest, to be the like step-in host, and I've like maybe we should just do more, have more people, have more interactions with it,
No, I
And
agree.
I feel like the more interactions makes it better, because then like we're all talking amongst each other. Like we would probably be going for 2 hours if we had more people.
Oh,
in here.
easily. I mean, easily.
But yeah, guys, expect one on Thursday. Wes, you might need to remind me on that.
Okay.
I might forget that I said about Thursday's podcast.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely this week. Way before Thursday. We'll definitely get it hashed
then
out.
this
And I'll
Sunday-
remind you too. Like,
I think this Sunday we need to start talking about topics, maybe, and maybe record something like a podcast.
Yeah, we could do
so
that.
we can get more things flowing, and I can still have stuff to publish. Because I know people go on vacations, and I think having these these extras to it
yeah,
is going to make it better, because one, I can be like, oh, sorry guys, there's not going to be a podcast streamed today, but like I can be like, but we're still going to be I'm still going to be pushing out a podcast,
Yeah,
like
I know
we're
what
still
you
going
mean.
to have
Yeah.
something. And I feel like that's going to be the best way to do it, because then it still keeps people engaged and we're not missing a podcast. So
exactly. We're keeping to a routine, and plus,
or what we can do is pre-record some in November before Thanksgiving, so we can keep on track, get topics going, and I feel like doing it that way, we can still keep in line. We don't have to mess stuff up, and like maybe record 2 podcasts in November, one for the day after Christmas, and then one for the day for the weekend after Thanksgiving. And
I
then
agree.
so one, we can just push out the podcast and be like, hey, no podcast today, but here's a podcast anyway. I feel like
exactly.
if we do it that
like,
way, if we do it that way, we're gonna have more engagement, and it's still going to keep us on track. And
I agree.
I feel like that's going to be
completely.
the best way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But we've been rambling for an hour and 15 minutes. So guys, there is plans. We are going to keep up with the schedule. I mean, the first podcast I said that I had another guest I had another host coming, which I do. He's staying.
Exactly.
The
Unless
other
you
host
kick me
that
out,
was with
man.
me for the first, no, I would never do that to you, Wes.
Oh. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
But the other host that was with me on the first episode, he couldn't make it because he had RLL stuff. I told him it's fine. Like, I'm not expecting everybody to be here on every podcast episode. As long as I have,
yeah, exactly.
As long as I have one or two hosts, I'm fine with it.
Exactly. Definitely need that.
Exactly, because I'm not going to do this podcast by myself.
Oh no, for sure not.
So, with that being said, guys, I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this long podcast. Sorry for rambling. And have a good night. I will see y'all on Thursday's podcast. And on... What did I say? Which day?
The 5th, I believe.
The 5th.
Was it the 5th?
I think so. I think we just...
that sounds right.
Let me...
Oh yeah, you did put it on there. I should have been looking.
It was the 5th, yes. So, guys,
Wait.
September 5th will be in the next podcast, and then the podcast of that after that will be the 19th. We are going to stay in this cycle. We're not going to lose it. Maybe next year we can go every Sunday. If we do that, it might actually work out really well too. But that's a plan for the future.
Oh yeah, we got definitely all kinds of ideas that we want to bring.
Exactly. And plus, like, you never know, I might be in a different, like, room in the house. Like, we're gonna have different, backgrounds. Things are gonna change. But, with that being said, have a good night. See y'all next podcast. Peace.
Peace.